COVID-19 infections in China have reached a 7-month high as a new cluster emerges at a mass testing site. More than 100 new locally transmitted cases have been confirmed, but authorities are insisting that the resurgence of the coronavirus is controllable.
No entering or leaving for residents of neighborhoods like this one in China's Yangzhou. It's been marked as at risk of high transmission of the Delta variant. Volunteers send daily necessities to residents inside the cordon. They can also order deliveries and receive supplies from friends and relatives. Authorities are on high alert after a cluster was detected at a mass testing site in the city, which has more than 4.5 million people. Several officials have been taken to task for mishandling the process. China's current outbreak has been described as its most severe this year. It started when airport cleaners in Nanjing City were infected with the Delta variant last month, sparking a chain of cases and triggering mass testing and fresh lockdowns.
Olivia Xiong joins us live now for more from Beijing. Olivia, this is the highest daily number of cases reported during this outbreak. How worried are authorities, though?
Well, certainly this is worrying authorities for several reasons. One of them is because we are dealing here with the more infectious Delta variant, and also concerning authorities is how widespread this current outbreak is, even though the case numbers are just a fraction of what we had seen China deal with during its peak outbreak last year. But still, authorities are concerned. If we were to drill down to the details, you would see that in Yangzhou City, this is where the bulk of these new cases are being recorded. And what is concerning authorities here is that a large number of these cases are involving seniors. And so they have said that this has made medical treatment more difficult. So far, about 400 confirmed cases have been reported. And in the wider Jiangsu province, 26 cases have been classified as patients who are severely ill, while 6 have been classified as being critically ill. Now, many of those in Yangzhou City had visited these entertainment centers where people play chess, poker, mahjong, and many of them had been seniors gathering in these confined, crowded spaces with very poor ventilation. But it's not only Yangzhou that is of concern. We are also looking at the numbers for Zhengzhou City in Henan province, today recording 35 new confirmed cases. But what is interesting here is that all these cases had previously tested positive but had shown no symptoms. And it's only now that they are being recorded as showing symptoms of COVID-19, and many other cities in China being affected. And so we have seen mass testing continue, travel restrictions continue as well. And authorities are acknowledging that this is of concern also because this is the summer peak travel period, but they're also trying to project confidence. They are saying that they have dealt with the Delta variant before in Guangzhou, though that was isolated to the city a few months ago. And so they are saying that they know how to deal with it. But, there is still concern as well. And they are saying that even though there is concern that this is still within control, and officials are being taken to task for mishandling the situation and the outbreak as well, as we had heard there, concern over how a mass testing site has led to another cluster in Yangzhou City.
China certainly has shown that it knows how to deal with COVID-19, Olivia, but other countries have talked about living with the virus, sort of tolerating an endemic state of it. Are we likely to see a change in China's tough approach?
Well, Dawn, the short answer to that right now and the signal that we are seeing is that no, China is unlikely to change its very tough approach, zero tolerance approach for now. But there is certainly this debate going on. And that's because China has imposed these lockdowns, travel restrictions, quarantines, and all this is raising concern about what this means for China's economy. We do know that China's economy was the only one to have seen positive growth last year after it had imposed these strict restrictions and brought the virus within its borders under control. But we have seen forecasts from experts saying that they expect the economy to slow with this current outbreak, given that spending and consumption is expected to be more restrained, and tourism being affected during the summer vacation period as well. And the signal But we have seen also some health experts say that China may need to relook its approach because this may not be sustainable. But we have seen pushback from Chinese media defending China's current approach. We've also seen opinion pieces from a former Chinese health minister who said that he does not believe it is feasible to coexist with the virus and said that there needs to be a total elimination of the virus within China. And he also hit out at countries like the United Kingdom and the United States, which he said had, been irresponsible in relaxing some of its prevention measures. And it says that China cannot go down this route and cannot make this same mistake as well.
Olivia, thank you for that. Olivia Xiong there in Beijing.